Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 11th of January. You can be very skilled at friendships. As I've said before, your ability to attune yourself to lots of different people in a non-judgmental way who come from very different backgrounds to you is something to behold. But that doesn't mean to say you shouldn't still be discriminating at times. And perhaps that's the lesson that's unfolding at the moment for you, and perhaps also for me as an Aquarius too. Because there is that connection, that electricity in your 12th solar house, which is about secrets, it's about the subconscious, it's about psychology, it's about the things we don't quite understand, but it's also about trust. And that's clashing with the third house of your horoscope through last week's new moon, and also through the square between your modern ruler Uranus and the planet of transformation, Pluto. Now things will start to get a lot easier from month 4 of this year. But this week you may still be coming to terms with how things are shifting around key relationships. And at the end of last week, your traditional ruler of Saturn was very tightly aligned to Venus, the planet of love. Now Venus has been in a very sociable part of your situation since just before the end of last year. Probably helped you to see the new year in a bit more of an outgoing way, and perhaps develop some hopes around new associations, groups, or even friends. But that's what I mean about discrimination. Someone could come through to you massively this month in a way which can really please you, but equally there may be a real sense of disappointment about someone who doesn't seem to come up to the mark, who you realise doesn't share your values, is not so worthy of your affection, your trust and your allegiance. And that's something you're going to have to really work at right through to when not only the Sun enters your sign later this month, but also once Venus and Mercury enter Aquarius in February. But until then, there is this sense that you're really working things out, that there's possibilities, but sincerity has to be your keyword. It really isn't a numbers game when it comes to friendships. It's all about the quality. But if you are relating to people that you can really trust, there may be one association that's going to come up real trumps for you this week. A fantastic link between Mercury and also Jupiter suggests that what you've been doing behind the scenes, perhaps with someone else, and this alliance between you could really help you from a financial viewpoint. And it could be something you've been trying to work into some kind of form and function for quite some time, but it's really starting to take shape. And what's going to help you is the role of Mars, which is giving you greater self-confidence in the professional sphere and how you interact in a more worldly context. But that's still angling brilliantly to Neptune. And your talent for communication, but also being quite nuanced, so quite friendly, but at the same time having your motives within this, is really going to be an asset to you. And I think when it comes to an aspiration around business or money, you can make significant progress, but it's vital that you link with the right people and you're not too trusting. Thank you for joining me, good luck, and goodbye for now.